Hello, David Bradley here. Now, I know that recently, very recently, I was looking over the old original 2031 high profile disk drive. I was, and it smoked. So, I still do not, I do know that I went online and I searched for the one flash error code, and it says 0 page. What does that mean? Well, I'm not exactly sure what on here to tinker with. Typically, what I have had most success with in most of these drives over the years is change out to 6502, change out to 6522s with ones that I know that are good, and if that works, often it does work and produce positive results. And if it doesn't, well, I'll try something else. But I remember I said out in the garage I had found a 2031 low profile. Looks like a 1541. And indeed, I have it. It is in the original sleeve and styrofoam. And the sleeve is a little damaged. The styrofoam a little. I'm just looking. See, no other distinguishing markings. But I will try. The sleeve has had some repairs. I will put that on the top of all of this drive. If you want to get it out the right way, make sure the styrofoam has the Commodore logo on the top. So that will go up. Oh my. And here it is. Just a moment. That can go up. And here it is. 2031. Low profile. Looks like a 1541, and it comes from, you guessed it, House of Computers. We have spoken of House of Computers in the past, and perhaps their ingenious ways of helping make sure there are enough Flight Simulator 2 programs, games, whatever, packages in the world. Now, I don't know anything about this. I don't know when it was last plugged in. It's funny, already, it smells a little weird. What can go wrong? Okay, so it reacted much the same as what I would expect a 1541 to act like. It spun, the red light came on, the green light is on. So now, we will endeavor to turn on the 8296. Now the 8296 has been my go-to test machine for a long time, until of course something happened. Uh-oh, what's wrong? Oh, there we go. It's all good. This light was on the keyboard. So this has been my go-to test machine. And here I have an IEEE cable, which is an IEEE to IEEE connected to a PET to IEEE, which I will now try to connect to this drive. It does look to be in remarkably clean shape. Now I'll turn it on. It seems to respond. I will a disk here and put in it. Oh, and it is responsive. Oh, look at that. It reads the directory. I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it will work. But, see, the 1541 demo disc, this, by the way, in the packaging there was no book, there was no disc. But the 1541 demo disc had a number of things, and they were all sort of made rather so they would run on most anything. And this looks like, from what I can tell, it might run. So, because I did a listing, and the listing came up looking just fine. So I'm going to look for my disk that I test things with, which is this unmarked JVC MD20. This is the one I typically put into things and try. So I will type run. And I will press return. And it is making favorable noises. Maybe a little bit faster than the 1541. Maybe. So, amongst other things in the garage that I found, that I haven't got here yet, but I will bring in, are two MPS 801 printers. And somehow, I get the feeling, first of all, there was a ribbon that actually worked. And I did the test and it sounded, in the ribbon, and the one with the ribbon that actually worked, it didn't sound like the head was firing. And then there was another one that didn't have a ribbon, but I think it sounded like the head was firing. So perhaps, with a little ingenuity, I don't know, perhaps I'll end up with a couple that work, although still only one ribbon, from what I can tell. But I have no doubt I have more, somewhere. So this is puttering along. It does look remarkably white. Although this light is not the best. I guess there's some... I'll do this or try to bite me. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, system not responding correctly. Unit is failing. Continue test. Yes. I wonder. I've not seen that before. Anyway, it is opening a write file, now it is writing data. And the LED has been strong and true. Maybe it's something with this disk. We'll see. Perhaps I will have to do some other things. What I'm actually hoping to do, once this is all kind of finished, is to open up this disk drive and look inside and see if it is all anything terribly similar to the high profile 2031 that maybe I could use to test things with. So it seems to be working. Unit has passed. Pull disk from drive before turning off power. Now, the nice thing about being on an 8296 is I can just do catalog and see that there's a test disk there. So it's funny that it says it was not responding favorably. Funny indeed. I think maybe I'll run it again. See if it says the same thing. We shall see. So, yes, the House of Computers. Actually, it's funny. I went to a high school in Toronto that was not far from House of Computers, but it wasn't that close either. And it was rare. I think we only maybe did this once or twice. My brother and I had different lunches, but sometimes if there was something that needed to be got. By the way, I have a twin brother. So there wasn't really enough time in one lunch to get from Eglinton and Mount Pleasant to Eglinton and Avenue Road and back successfully. But there was in 2 lunches. So, on occasion, one of us would go to House of Computers, and the other would go to the other one's class, so that no one was late, no one was missing, everything was fine. Only once did this not go well, when a teacher who taught me phys ed, but also taught Richard math, it's fun. Actually, no, we never got caught doing it. What happened was, we got caught when the guy thought we were doing it when we weren't. Because you see, I am left-handed, Richard is right-handed. So, Richard, system not responding correctly to commands. Huh, interesting. We'll keep that running. Anyway, so Richard was sitting in his math class, and the gym teacher fellow said, "Aha! You have switched. You are writing with your right hand. You were the other one." So I think I was in physics at the time when Richard appeared at the door. The physics teacher thought this was quite funny, because really we were being accused of switching when we hadn't switched. So I went down to math, Richard went into physics, everyone was happy, and the teacher who had screwed this all up never really knew the difference. But he thought he was oh so smart. Oh so smart. So I am suspecting that maybe this thing not doing what it's supposed to do, or saying it's not doing what it's supposed to do, maybe because really this program, okay, it passed, is typically run on a Commodore 64, not on a PET. Or, as we say, in this case, an 8296. So, it has passed. How joyful. So, I'll undo the cabling. The PET to IEEE cables were not all short, but mostly they were kind of short because they figured the disk drive would be pretty close by. The IEEE to IEEE cables were often longer because the printer might be farther away, other things might be farther away, such as your modem, etc. So, right next to each other we have a high profile and a low profile 2031. Will one help the other? Well, I'm not sure yet, but we will see the next time we meet. Thank you for coming. David Bradley, signing off for now.